What's up, friends? Welcome to Go Health Yourself Live. I'm John, and today I titled the Live Mind Tactics, and this is something that I've been studying on and off for quite a while. How our mind works. I've always been fascinated with psychology and things like that, and just the mind in general. But what I'm really fascinated in is it seems like from what I've learned and what I've experienced that everything that we experience and everything that affects us is a product of our thought, rather that be directly or indirectly. So um, that's why I think it's so like important and it's imperative that you learn how to harness the mind, if you want to call it that. And that's something that I've been really working on. What's going on, Eric? Thanks for joining, bro. Um, it's something that I've been working on because I've experienced, depression and trauma and things like that. And I think if you learn how the mind works, you can really get rid of all that nonsense and excel from there. Like really get ahead. And I think like 99% of people do not care about this. They just do the basic functions and they don't care how their thoughts come in. And I think it's absolutely fascinating how uh, theoretically our thoughts create our reality. So it's pretty amazing, like manifestation and things like that. It's manifestation is not, thinking something into existence immediately, but I think over time that this stuff is true and it actually works. So the more that when I heard the first term, when I heard depression isn't real, I thought that was an interesting statement. Of course, people are going to get mad at that, and they're going to be like, "Well, I'm definitely depressed, and it seems real to me." But I think the more you tell yourself that depression isn't real, like fear, it, I think the easier you can get out of it. In my thought, my thinking, that's what I think. So, um, and then to the manifestation thing, people think if you think of something, if you really want something, and you keep visualizing it and visualizing it, that it's going to happen. But apparently, that's not how it works. If you want something and you keep thinking about it, you're actually in a state of lack because the more you want something, the more your mind realizes that you don't have it. So it's never going to come about. So it's almost like backwards thinking of what people think manifestation is. And I'm starting to get a grasp on this. I've read quite a few books on this, which I'm going to read or listen to an audiobook again. But there's two books that really describe this very well. The first one is The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And it's very tricky to understand it. Like I said, I got to read it again. And the intellect in it is very hard to grasp. But there's another book called, let's see, I wrote it down here. Oh, As a Man Thinketh by, I think the author's name is James Allen. But that's another good book that kind of explains how our consciousness literally projects our reality. So I think that civilizations like the Egyptians and civilizations knew this stuff, and I think it's something that we in modern civilization have forgotten. So it's amazing stuff to me, and I know that it's definitely some wild stuff. But there's a good saying that uh, says what you resist persists, and that's like a perfect example of really wanting something and it won't come about because you want it so much you're in a state of lack. But I think it's really hard for people to grasp this, including myself, because as we're growing up, we're brainwashed by so many things, especially TV, the media, even social media now. They literally feed you a narrative and are thinking for you. So a lot of these thoughts are put into your head, and you don't even know why you're thinking them. It's some amazing stuff. Specialty TV. That's why I got rid of my TV. I do not watch any inkling of TV at all. Most of TV is for consumerism, to buy things. That's what it was designed for. And it's interesting how they call things a TV program because it's programming you and things like that. So as soon as I got rid of my TV, I found myself, coming back to reality, if that's what you want to call it. Because I totally recommend just getting rid of your TV. Stop watching all that garbage, even TV shows and things like that. I mean, once in a while is okay, I think, but that stuff is really gonna lead you in a direction that you don't want to go. At least that I don't want to go. So, um, yeah. That's I think that's basically what I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to talk about something that, mind tactics. That's something that I'm learning, and the more that I learn it, I think the more that I'm gonna and actually apply it. The more I'm gonna put it on this channel, and it'll definitely be part of the Go Health Yourself videos once I get better at it. It's something that I'm still learning, and like I said, I'm finally getting the grasp of. So I don't feel like I'm in a real great position to um, explain it very well, but I'm just telling you what I've learned so far. So, um, and of course, if you want to accomplish goal, you can fight for it, and you'll run into a lot of obstacles. But I think with learning to realization, goals will come to you much easier and things like that. So I've got a couple goals in mind that I don't want to talk about right now, but I want when I finally accomplish them, I'll show you how I did it with the power of thought. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff we don't know too. So I think that thought is pretty amazing. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. Um, and thank you guys for joining. Really appreciate it. Let's see. I don't think there's really anything else I want to talk about. Oh, my podcast might be coming online again. My friend that I do it with, Joe, we've been talking about it, so I might start up the podcast. If you haven't checked out the podcast, it's gohealthyourselfpodcast.com, and we got some cool conversations about just bettering yourself and things like that. I think there's about 30 episodes, so check that out. And yeah, I'll be putting a video out on Sunday. I have no idea what it's going to be yet, but I'll definitely have one for you. That's another thing I want to work on is start working on the video for the weekend earlier in the week so I can provide some better content. But yeah, this channel is like literally an experiment. I've always wanted to be on YouTube, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and I kind of implemented to the spinal cord injury because that's my life right now. But starting to come out of that. Speaking of getting a grasp, I kind of get a grasp on the spinal cord injury. I'm coming to peace with it, so the channel is going to branch off from there, and I don't think it's going to be too much about like spinal cord injury stuff. So every now and then, but um, this mind tactic or mind um, aware thought awareness is something I really like to dive into and really study and get good at it because it's pretty cool. Some stuff that fascinates me. So, all right, friends, thanks for watching. As always, stay strong, stay active, stay creative, and go health yourself. Over and out.